Okay, so we're talking about culture and what is culture. Culture, in its broad definition, is a way of life. A way of life is things like the holidays that you celebrate, the way that we dress, music that we listen to and our family listens to, games that we play, movies that we like to watch, sports that we watch and or that we play, things that we do for fun or in our spare time, food that we eat, family gatherings, ceremonies we celebrate, and values. Sometimes there are different things that influence these things. For example, my dad is a teacher, so education is really important in our family and was always emphasized. My brother is a doctor, so in his family, health is super important. Education is also really important, but he is also very concerned about health. My friend's dad was a dermatologist, so my friend had to wear long sleeves to Disney World all the time because her dad saw lots of patients who had skin cancer from exposure to sun. I live in St. Louis, so I'm used to going to places for free, like the art museum, the zoo, Forest Park, and I'm used to also traveling by car most of the time. When I visit other cities or travel for fun or visit friends, sometimes we don't use the car because in that city there's public transportation. When I was at school in Chicago, I never needed a car, but in St. Louis, I definitely need a car. That's one way that the geography influences my culture and my way of life, how I go about doing my daily things. Birthdays are really important in our family. It's just a value that our family really places. So all of my immediate family in St. Louis gathers for everybody's birthday every single time, no matter how many Sundays that is going to be. I celebrate Christmas because I am Catholic, and I celebrate Thanksgiving because I'm in America. Some of you might celebrate other holidays in addition to these holidays because your family comes from other countries where there are other holidays that you celebrate. So what you guys are going to be doing is you're going to be finding out and sharing with all of us what your family is like, what your family culture can be. Now, I hope that you understand that your family culture is not just about what your ancestors did. Really more, it's about what you do on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. So I want you to really focus on your family. There are two vocabulary terms that we need to make sure that you understand: artifact and evidence. An artifact is something that symbolizes a part of who you are. It's kind of like a representation. For example, I might bring in an apple because education is so important. I shared with you a flower because I love to garden, and that is something that my whole family shares. Pieces of evidence are ways that we can use to describe and make a claim. So you're going to interview an adult at home who is important in your life. It can be any adult who is home. You're going to ask them 10 questions from the bank below. If the questions don't lead to really good conversations, feel free to add your own questions or change them. Some questions might be able to be easily answered by you, and that's okay. You can help answer your own questions. You're going to take detailed notes in your social studies notebook, and then we're going to go from there.